Hi, my name is Erica Van Eaton. You can find me at ericavanEatonhealing.com. I do a lot of interviews, and one question that's asked often when I'm doing them is what are source energy codes? Source energy codes are something that are unique to each one of us. So we were all derived from this same source energy, whether that name for you be God or universal energy, infinite source, whatever term makes you feel most at home and at peace internally, doesn't really matter. But we all came from the same source of energy, and there are aspects of that was individualized and gifted to each one of us that makes us uniquely us, and that gives you your personality and your likes and your dislikes. And while we can find congruencies and things within each other that are unified, there are reasons why you might like certain spices while your friend does not, because you are a unique individual. You run energy differently than I do. We all do it differently. So these source energy codes, they reside within our whole beingness. And just like strands of DNA, we know that if we take strands of DNA and we put negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions and direct those frequencies, right? Because every thought, feeling, and emotion is actually a frequency of energy. If we direct that towards a strand of energy, the DNA begins to shrink up, and codes within that DNA strand turn off in response to this either internal disharmony or this external disharmony. The study of epigenetics is the external study of disharmony coming into DNA and seeing how it genetically affects us and modifies us, basically. So our codes of light, our source energy codes, are the same. They're wanting to expand through us, through this container, and that's what consciousness is all about. So we incarnated through these different rays of light to express our source energy codes uniquely to us. But as we go through life and we begin to get programmed by false belief systems or have limiting connotations about who we are and what we're capable and available to do, that actually shrinks our source energy codes and limits our self-expression. So our goal through energy healing and through, energy healing, our goal through energy healing is to release the limiting thoughts, belief systems, and programs that we're running, so that we can once again begin to uncoil our DNA strands, begin to uncoil our source energy codes, so that we can step into greater and greater expressions of ourselves. Why does that matter? That matters because as we begin to uncoil our source energy codes and begin to expand our own unique energy back out, that means that we have greater levels of consciousness that we can actually connect to, embody, and then radiate out. What does all that mean on a practical terms? It means that we have greater levels of manifestation and availability to curate a different kind of experience for ourselves in this lifetime, because we can connect to energy that is vibrating at a much higher frequency. So if something is vibrating at a pretty high intensity, at a pretty high frequency, it's not as programmed as slower vibrational energies. So negative thought forms, feelings of shame, guilt, lack, unworthiness. When we look at those, if we look at an EEG of the brain or an EKG of the heart, when someone is experiencing high levels of those kinds of emotions, it brings us into an erratic state of being. So our intelligence drops, our availability for health decreases. That's what stress does to the body's physiological system. It decreases our availability to experience health and wellness. So through meditation, through different kind of energetic releases, and working with energy healers, whether you do it on your own or with someone, it's very beneficial because once again, it's changing your foundational frequencies to something that is more harmonic, which allows for peace, harmony, joy, and love to reside internally, which is your natural state of being. And then you get to connect with that externally as you radiate out into these unprogrammed fields where those kind of realities and experiences exist. So I hope that helps you understand the importance of connecting and healing internally with your source energy codes, working with those, beginning to trust that you are a unique individual and you have to trust yourself above anyone else, because no one else carries the codes of light that you carry. So your truth is different than mine, and that doesn't make anyone right or wrong. It's just different. So trust yourself, begin to love yourself, and then expand out and play and manifest and curate a brand new reality for yourself. So if you have any questions, I have a free library that I'm going to link below. You can always go into, and I offer classes and things. You can find me. You can hit subscribe and like and share, whatever you want to do with friends. So thank you so much for watching.